What is up, guys? Heavy Milk Syrup here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my full review of Genesis Alpha 1.
You're watching Thick Milk Syrup.
Genesis Alpha 1 came out in January of 2019 and was developed by a team called Radiation Blue. The story of this game is you are a ship captain tasked with finding a planet suitable to start a colony in the Alpha 1 quadrant of the galaxy, which is supposed to be super dangerous, aliens, pirates, all kinds of stuff going on. It relies on random and procedural generation, so every playthrough is new and different. It is a roguelike RPG, and it does a lot at once. So it does base building, resource management, and first-person shooter all at once. So you run around in first person through the ship that you're creating, and you kind of have to fight off aliens while trying to farm resources. There's a lot going on. You feel like it's a constant uphill battle, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. This game has a lot going on, but it knows exactly what it wants to be. If you're a fan of that old school, like 70s, 50s sci-fi, 2001 Space Odyssey, Alien, Star Wars, Star Trek, Starship Troopers, Titan AE, this game has a lot of all of those things in it. There's a lot of sci-fi. There's too many sci-fi elements in this game. If you're a sci-fi fan, just the graphical aesthetic of this game alone will have you having fun with this game. I want to talk about a few things that the game does well. The modular base building and the upgrading of your starship is amazing. That feels so good because you can build, say, for example, you want to build a clone room to, clone more of your crew members so you can have more lives to keep playing the game, because that's how the life system works. When you die, you transfer your consciousness to another one of your clone members. So, just for the future, having a cloning chamber is good. Anyway, so you build the cloning chamber, you can go in, but not only that, you can station your clones in the cloning chamber to complete your research for you. Another thing this game does really well too is it can do like planetary explorations, which are like these small 10-minute segments where you go down with a group of your guys and collect resources, and then you come back. You can teleport to another ship, pillage them, and take resources from them. Another thing I really like about this game is the permadeath mechanic, the roguelike mechanic, and the stress that comes with it. So, you're busy farming resources and fighting off the aliens in your hangar or whatever, and then an infection can spread all the way down in your crew quarters. So now you got to run all the way down and, kind of turn on your flashlight and get into the guts of the ship and kind of stifle around and save. I don't know. The stress of this game is awesome. It's kind of, you're getting resources and then you keep getting pulled away because there's always something going on in your ship, and it feels awesome and it feels personal and it's stressful and it's fun. Now we're going to talk about the bad things. Now, this first thing I'm going to go over, I don't necessarily think is bad, but the first-person shooting mechanics are very outdated. I think it matches the aesthetic of the game, that like Half-Life 1-esque, no ADS shooting. I personally like it. I know it'll turn a lot of people off, though, because a lot of people like clean first-person shooting. But if you're a fan of like the old school, like no aim-down sights, just Counter-Strike, hip-firing, you're kind of just moving around the map really fast, I like it. I think it fits the game's aesthetic, but, that's just me. The first, really bad thing I'd like to go over is the AI. The enemy AI and your crew AI. It's kind of stupid. I shouldn't say kind of stupid. They're real stupid. They definitely need some work, but really bare bones. And I wish I could say that the random generation would make up for it with the variety of enemies that you face, but it doesn't. And that goes into the second thing that I want to talk about is the repetitiveness of the randomly generated environments. Like I said earlier, you can go down, you can, do like missions and go down to a planet and look and farm for resources and fight the alien life down there. But it all becomes very repetitive after a while. You kind of realize that you're doing like the same thing, just under a shade of red or under a shade of blue, or you're fighting the same guys that just have, different character skins on them. If the random generation was a little bit more had like more variety to it, just more enemies that we could, different size enemies we could fight, different environments to fight in, I feel like it would feel a little better. But after like 1 or 2 playthroughs, the gameplay loop does get a little stale, and I do think it's because of the repetitiveness, the repetitive nature of the random generation. And then the last thing that I want to get into, the biggest gripe that I have with this game, the reason why I think nobody is going to buy it, is because it has no co-op. This is a single-player experience only, and that bugs the hell out of me. This should be a co-op experience. This is awesome. This is fun. I could totally see there being, couch co-op, split screen for this game. And it confuses me of why there's no online mode or no cooperative mode, because there really, really should be. This game feels like it's built around having 2 people play it. I feel like I should be able to go down and collect resources on a mission while I have my friend who I'm playing with stay on the ship and, kind of defend it from the other things that are going on. It just feels like it should have co-op. This doesn't feel like it should be a single-player experience. But that's just me. The shipbuilding and immersion is awesome. It has the perfect sci-fi graphical aesthetic. It pulls inspiration from so many sci-fi things and so many sci-fi films, I can't even name them all. But Radiation Blue, bring co-op to this game, please. Please. I could recommend this game for $30 if it had co-op. Unfortunately, I can't recommend this game for its original $30 retail price, but I do see it in the bargain bin all the time. I picked it up for $10 in the PlayStation store, so you could probably find it for like 10 or 12 bucks somewhere. Anything under $15 or $15 exactly, this game is totally worth it, and you should check it out if you're interested. But I'm Heavy Milk Syrup. I'm going to sign off. Thank you for sticking around for this review. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out my other videos. But yeah, stay sticky, my dudes.